What's up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with more PCM 2020 and T-Mobile Bianchi, and we're carrying on with this race in Austria. So we now have a quick break from the national championships, heading back to this race in Austria, and we've already got our stage win that we need for the sponsors. So really we're going for the GC now with Matteo Fabro. Let's see what we can do today. So we're sweeping into the final 50k. There hasn't been too much action so far today on the earlier climbs. Looks like it's going to come down to that crazy steep final climb. We have lost a few riders. All of the guys in this group did fall earlier on. Really tough day so far then, but we do have this intermediate sprint, and I may as well try and challenge for this with Wildauer as he currently holds that jersey. So we will try and sprint right now, try and take the points, and we do just about right there. Very good sprint actually by Wildauer, up to 45 points. Okay then, 8k to go in this one. It's BURGHARDT'S on the front. I'm going to get rid of this train right now. Wildauer's just going to try and stay in this group as long as possible. I think we can use Zimmerman on this flatter section, then use Pello on that final climb into the final 5k, and the final kilometer is crazy steep. Here we are then, 4k to go right now. I think I'll go like this. We'll have Zimmerman protecting Fabro. In fact, we can use everyone's gels as well. I think Wildauer can just pace up at maybe 80. Fabro can go at 85 to start, but quickly going up to 10%. McCarthy still on the front. Groschartner here, Zoidel as well. I think we're in pretty much the ideal position though. Maybe Wildauer can go 87, but Fabro, we need to try and save as much energy as possible for that final kilometer. We know how steep it is. We have a little break with regards to the gradient right now as we flatten off very briefly, but not for long. We still have Groschartner towards the front, and I must say Fabro looking pretty good, so maybe he can go to 95. Kemner, the race leader, is here. Can we maybe just try and sprint with everyone? I think that's the best tactic. Fabro not going to take the win, not even close today. Sam Uman looking very strong. I think he will take the win, and also the leader's jersey. Rob Power is here. We also have Bagioli, Groschartner, James Knox. Fabro probably will be just outside the top 10, with race leader Lenny Kemner maybe losing a little time. Difficult stage here then, and Fabro loses 24 seconds to Uman at the front. Kemner was in our group, so we're now down to 12th position in the GC. Next up then we have a big GC day, probably the queen stage of the race. Can Uman hold on? Will Kemner fight back? And how can our boy Matteo Fabro do in this very strong field? Pretty sizable break up the road. We have 15 riders right here with 4 minutes currently on the peloton, and sadly not a good day. Fabro on a -1, gonna be difficult for him. We just enter this final climb then, and to be honest with you guys, I think Pello could be our leader over Fabro. He's on a much stronger day, as you can tell, up to 73 mountain compared to Fabro's 70. 11k to go, down to 36 riders. Fabro feeling terrible. Pello definitely our new leader. I think we're in trouble on today's stage. 7k to go, Fabro has just been dropped. Pello's going to try and pace himself up at maybe 75, maybe 70. We'll drop it to 70 for now. That should be okay. We'll see how many of these guys we can overtake, but not going to be a good stage for us. Final kilometer then for the guys at the front. Pello has recovered very well to catch this group ahead with Leonard Kemner in. Very strong rise right there, but at the front, Sam Uman putting on an absolute show, destroying everyone. Mühlberger, the only man slightly close to him, but look at these time gaps, 2 minutes to this group further back. Sam Uman, what a ride that was. Look at these time gaps. He is so far ahead. We're out of the GC hunt now. We're definitely only going for more stage wins, I think. So as you see guys, we have some exceptional race day forms here, and I'm trying to put quite a few riders in the break. We're going to see if they're going to allow Pello and Fabro up the road with Giga in this group as well. So sadly, Pello in this group doesn't seem to be happening, so I'm going to sit up with him. He's almost out of stamina completely, and the chase is on behind. So I will sit up with Simon Pello, and we'll go with Horvat and Fabro in today's break. So this is going pretty well, to be fair. Horvat is working for Fabro. He's just conserving energy, and we now have 4 minutes on the peloton behind. Here's the situation then. We hit the bottom of this climb, and we have a 2.5 minute lead on the peloton behind. I think I'll go like this actually with Fabro. Horvat can just protect him. Let's go like this to the top. Can we maybe hold on for the stage win here? 8k to go then. We're doing a great job, but up in the peloton we have BURGHARDT'S working really hard for their team. Fabro hunting down Burke, the Canadian, at the front. Seems a two-way battle here. But behind, 5k to go, we're starting to see some attacks from the peloton as Pello is dropped from this group. Look how thin it is. I mean, Kemner working for Mühlberger, just too strong for us. We're going to be caught, and it's going to be heartbreak for the breakaway today. So 2.5k to go. Burke is done up the road. Fabro has been caught now by Mühlberger and Uman, and I think everyone else in the peloton isn't going to catch us here. So we have a chance at a very good result on the stage. Is Burke going to hold on ahead of Mühlberger and Uman? Fabro coming, sat on Sam Uman's wheel, and this is so close into the final kilometre. We have 4 riders fighting for the stage, but sadly for us, 600 metres left. Fabro just doesn't quite have enough energy. My bet is on Burke. Is he going to take it? Sam Uman comes round, and here comes Burke, the man who's been in the breakaway all day. Outlast the peloton. Uman second, Mühlberger third. Kemner will sprint past us. We finish in 5th place on the day. In the end then, 50 seconds behind Jack Burke, who takes a great win today. And yeah, we're down to 13th in the GC, not fighting for this competition, just trying to get one more stage win. And I'll tell you what, it's lucky we won earlier with Wildauer, because I just don't think we're strong enough on these mountains. A relief for me, because we're back to the flatter stages, and hopefully Wildauer can show our other guys how to get a stage win at this race. So I think we'll throw some riders in the break again. Horvat on a +4 day, maybe Fabro or Pello as well, again on good days. Literally guys, as soon as I try and get in the break today, I am caught and chased down, it seems. I'm trying with multiple riders, but proving to be super difficult. I'll try again with Pello here. Okay, and this is something I did not expect. I tried out of chance with our sprinter Marcus Wildauer, and we're going to join the breakaway up the road. They're letting us go. You can see we have a big lead on the peloton, and Wildauer, who is our leader on the day, is in the break now. So look at this, the breakaway have 6 minutes now on the peloton. It's a massive gap between the groups, no chasing going on, and it seems they're gifting this stage to the breakaway. Absolutely perfect for us. Oh no, but a bad moment for us, because Giga Horvat has fallen and he's going to withdraw from the race, as we have a massive fall further back. My word, plenty of riders struggling in these conditions, it seems. I noticed we also have Knox, Großschartner, Postelberger behind too. Right, so the stage is now definitely for the break. However, do I try and push away on these climbs? You know what, I think I do. Wildauer going to attack with 65k to go. I'm going to really try and put the pressure on the rest of this breakaway. Only one rider attempting to follow us. I think we're the strongest man in the break with regards to a sprint, but if we can reduce the numbers that we have to go against, that would be perfect, of course. So we crest this climb, 60k to go. This is risky tactics, of course. We have a big lead on the other guys in this group, almost 1.5 or almost 2 minutes really. But we do need to obviously conserve our energy now. Let's see if they can catch us. So we're caught some way from the line, and at this point definitely worth just trying to recover and save our energy for the mass sprints. All right, here we go. We're starting to see some attacks from this group. I was slow to react right there. We need to follow absolutely everything with Wildauer, because we're definitely the best sprinter. We just need to stay with these guys. 8k to go in this stage then. I'm just sitting in the wheels. In fact, I will relay with these guys at about 85, because we do have Haider, who has attacked this group up the roads, and I'm starting to get the urge, guys. I'm worried about him up the road. 25 seconds. Can he maybe hold out for the line? I'm going to try and attack away right now with Wildauer. No risks being taken. We can use our gel as well. Let's try and bridge to this man up the road if we can, and we do. Let's follow his wheel. He needs to work if these guys want to go to the line. I'm more than happy for this to come in for a sprint, remember, so I will just again sit in the wheels with Wildauer, making sure we're staying with the best guys. 2.5k to go. I think it will all come back together now for a mass sprint. 2k to go. Wildauer trying to gain some red back. Can we sprint away? Follow this Austrian ahead. Come to the right hand side of the roads. Have we gone too early though with Wildauer? Can we hold on? Yes we can. Wildauer celebrating early. A beautiful win here for Wildauer. His second stage of the race. What a rider. And that win actually puts Wildauer now our best placed man in the GC in the top 10. But terrible news here guys. Jigo Horvat, who of course did fall today, fractures his vertebrae, and let's get this straight, I'm no doctor, but that is going to be a long time on the sidelines. However, on positive news, one more chance for another stage win. Can we make it a hat-trick for Markus Wildauer? So we've had so many fights for today's breakaway, it's been impossible to get into. We're there now, but 30-second lead, I'm about to be caught, I think. We do have some good form today though, so hopeful for the finish. So 6.5k to go now in this stage. I'm going to try and put our guys right to the front. I'm actually going to put Zimmerman in this train as well. Pello can go up to 95 as we enter this climb. I'm going to try and go for Wildauer, I think. He can go up hills, and of course he is a very strong sprinter. However, Fabro, a very strong puncher as well. So Pello doing the perfect job. I think we can use everyone's gels with 4k to go. Pello, what a job this is by him on the front. I think his time has now come though to drop back in this group. Zimmerman can go, I think, 85 on the front, and you know what? I think we can even try this right now. Let's put Fabro on the attack in this stage. Can Matteo Fabro go away and take stage victory? That has to be the goal right now. 2k to go, a long way to go though to the line. Zimmerman can just try and stay on Wildauer's tail. That is what we're going to try and do. Take position here, but Fabro has been caught by Felix Großschartner. It's two men going for the line. Fabro versus Großschartner. I think Großschartner has us in this one, sadly. Yeah, Fabro just can't react to that. What a shame, but Großschartner with a lovely win here. He wins on top of this climb. Fabro with a very respectable second place. That is the form I want him to show on a more consistent basis. So close to the perfect move here for Fabro, but Felix Großschartner just too strong. Look at this man, very, very strong rider. Another rider I'd love to sign somewhere down the line, but Fabro can be happy with that second place. So final results, Wildauer 10th in the GC. You can see Uman destroying every competition. What a ride by him. Look at the time gaps he has on everyone. And of course, our sponsor objective was to win a stage, and we end up winning two, both with Wildauer. So a very successful race all in all. Okay, so progressing through July now, and you can see we have some very good morale due to our good recent form at the National Champs and that Austrian race. Only Mario Schmid seems to be too tired, so we're going to give him at least a couple weeks off racing. And of course, July does mean that we do have the Tour de France currently taking place. This is the current situation halfway through. We have Pinot, Bernal and Roglic, the big three favourites, fighting it out at the front at the moment. And so for us, we've had a few weeks off racing, at least just over a week since that race in Austria, and we now head to Guatemala for a double header with two punchy finishes. It's a second category race, but I wanted to give these races a go because in this first season, it's always going to be fun to try out some races like this. And so we start the day as one of the main favourites for this one, but you can see we do have some strong Portuguese riders here as well. Looking at our squad for these two races though, we bring 6 riders headed by Gino Marza. We have Burghardt, Covey, Schoenberger, Zimmerman and Pello here as well. Right, this is a big moment because 72 riders are caught behind. We have Covey, Zimmerman and Marza who were caught out. I wasn't paying enough attention clearly. So we have 3 riders remaining now. And so we now hit this crazy steep climb. It goes up to about 20%. If I'm not mistaken, for the final time. We have Schoenberger and Pello in this group. Still a long way to go. I'm just going to try and tempo with Schoenberger. Hopefully we can see some guys getting dropped, and it seems we are doing exactly that right now. So we reduced the numbers to 10 now at the front. Schoenberger and Pello left for our squads. Here we come then. 6k to go in this very weird, wacky race here in Guatemala. And I made a mistake, obviously letting those guys get dropped in the first place, but 5k to go. Schoenberger is the man who will try and take the win for us. However, talking of attacks, we have 4k to go. Schoenberger looking okay, and here we go. We do have an attack, do we? We have 4 riders at the front, actually. My word, that came out of absolutely nowhere. Pello can drop himself to this group behind, and I need to use that gel. I've used that way too late, probably go up to 99. Can I maybe try a little attack off the front with Seb Schoenberger? That is exactly what I'm going to try and do right now. Can we pace like this to the line? It's going to be so difficult for Schoenberger. So steep right now, up to 90, 85. Can we push it? Taumann is coming though into the final kilometre. We're going to need to just try and go all out for the line with Schoenberger. Has Taumann done us? It's a two-way battle. Can Schoenberger take it in the middle of the road? And I think Schoenberger wins the race, just beating Taumann. So close in the end. We just about do enough for the win. Lovely win here in Guatemala, despite not having our original leader there in the final. Time for round 2 here in Guatemala. A bit more straightforward profile, but 217 kilometers today. Guys, I've tried so many times to get Zimmerman up the road. Let's try one more time. This is the final time if we're not allowed. And as you can see, they up the tempo as soon as Zimmerman tries to get up the road, so I don't think we're going to be in the break. So we now have 7.5k to go. BURGHARDT and Zimmerman are now done for the days, as we have some attacks. Schoenberger, yesterday's winner, is going to be acting as a domestique today. You can see it's Dottie trying to go off the front. I'll try and react just a little bit with Schoenberger. Dottie going off the front, but he will be brought in. I will use everyone's gels at this stage, and it's important to try and save some sprint for that flat section after the climb, of course. So Schoenberger pretty much done already, actually, so he can just sit up for the day. Pello is going to go 90, try and really put the pressure on the other teams on the front. Covey is going to try and survive. He's probably our best sprinter out of these guys. Pello can now go up to 95, I think. Maybe even 99 briefly on this climb. We do need to try and save some energy though. Let's go 90, as we seem to be going off the front with quite a few guys here. So Gino Mada is going to try and attack for the win over the top, and this is going to be an easy victory, outclassing the opposition here in Guatemala. Pello will be second, Mada will be first. A beautiful win for the team. What a result, as Covey could have probably got third, but we end up getting fourth there. What a easy win that was. So we got what we came for here in Guatemala, getting the double. So we have the final set of dossiers to do. Giddish's price stays at 13, so that is good. Still 45 and 39% on him and Moscon. We really need that to go above 50 at least in the next few weeks. However, I'm going to add Zimmerman for 2 points. We may as well, because I do want to keep him around for next season. He's a very good domestique, if nothing else. I've just been looking through this list, looking for riders we can add for 4 points or less. One man I definitely did not expect to be here is Kevin Vermarker, the American from Hagen Berman Axion, a team very well renowned for producing good talent. I think João Almeida was there a few seasons ago, so we are definitely going to open a dossier with this man, try and increase that interest and maybe bring in an American to the squad for next season. Progressing through then, and sadly we have an injury for Mario Schmidt. His tiredness did go away, but now he has a bruised arm, so shouldn't be too long on the sidelines, hopefully. So the Tour de France is finished, and Greg Van Havermaet winning on Champs-Élysées in a very strange kind of breakaway group here. But Egan Bernal wins the Tour de France, his second in a row. Heartbreak for France as Pinot loses out by less than a minute, with Roglic third on the podium, Buchmann fourth and Pogačar in fifth. And I can tell you, it was on this stage right here, Bernal gains over 2 minutes on Pinot. That poor recovery stat really coming into play right there. This is where he lost the Tour. But for us though, one more race in this episode. We have the GP Kranj, and then we will be into August and transfer season will be upon us. But you can see Johnny Brandao is the favourite for today. Looking at our squad though, we have the likes of Marcus Wildauer, Simon Pello, Georg Zimmerman. Gino Mada leads the squad though with Schoenberger and BURGHARDT mainly as domestiques. So 50k to go, we're just coming into the final, and we have BURGHARDT on a great day. It would be great to get BURGHARDT his first win for the team, if that is possible over those climbs. So we're one climb down, and we still have most of our riders in the front group, but Pello has been dropped briefly here. it will come back together as we sweep downhill into this climb for the final time. Here we go then on this climb for the final occasion. I'm just going to put these guys up to 90. Burghardt is feeling great. Marder also feeling great, and we haven't had any attacks just yet. Wildauer probably could try and survive this climb. I'll stick him on Burghardt's wheel as we're starting to see some moves taking place, getting blocked off a little bit there, which is a shame. I think I'll do this though at this stage. Can we get Burghardt to the front? Maybe try an attack with Marcus Burghardt over this climb. Is that possible? Can we get some separation with Burghardt over the top? Not quite, it would seem, but maybe we can now go off the front with Marder, and we need to catch this man. I think it's Stedman trying to go off the front, and we now have 9 riders coming into this downhill in the lead of the race, and it will be fought, I think, between these 9 riders. So Marder is trying to push the tempo on this downhill, and that is because, again, I'm going to try something with our big German leader right about now. Can Burghardt go off the front? Can he get away? Oh, but not quite. We can't seem to get any separation with Marcus Burghardt, and Marder's definitely the better sprinter, so he can sit on Burghardt's wheel. Maybe one more chance for Burghardt to get the win. Here we go, and Burghardt going off the front with 2k to go. We need to use the gels as well. Completely forgot to do that. Burghardt trying to take the win. Marder needs to sprint as well. Can Burghardt hold on for his first win in T-Mobile colours? The others are coming back. It's so close. Is it going to be heartbreak today? Oh no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's absolute heartbreak. Burghardt looking for his first win for T-Mobile. So close. Marcus, I gave everything. I really did. We end up 2-3 on the day, agonisingly close, but Bernas takes the win. But Marcus Burghardt, heartbroken. Oh my. Okay then guys, on that very heartbreaking note, we will end today's episode. In the next one, we will start, and I believe we're going to try and play the entire Volta Portugal, a very fun race. I know a few of you guys have been looking forward to this one. It's 11 stages in total, I think. We'll also have the transfers to go through as well. Then in the following episodes, we have the Czech Tour, a sponsor objective. Same with the Larry Miller Tour of Utah. Then we have the biggest objective of the season, the Deutschland Tour. I think they want a stage win at that race, which will be super difficult. Then we only have really one more episode. We have the Worlds and the Tour of Croatia with the Munsterland Giro, all of which are sponsor objectives. Pretty much all of these races are big sponsor objectives. So a big end to season 1 coming up, guys. But before those races come around, we'll take a quick look at the rankings, and we have 4 riders in the top 20, and they're all grouped together in the Conti standings. We're a bit lower down in Super Prestige, obviously including World Tour riders. Rick Zabel though in the top 100 riders in the world. That is just fantastic. In the Conti standings, we're only behind Arkea, and remember this is including Conti Pro teams as well. And then Super Prestige, we're in the top 23, beaten by Team Yukio for now, which I'm not too happy about, to be honest. We need to get ahead of them. However guys, that round out this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, drop a like on the video if you did. Tell me what you thought in the comments below, and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one.